the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show with Billy the Kid and Scott Tang.
Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show!
It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show! Yeah! It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show! Yeah! What up, I'm Scott.
And I'm Bill.
And this is
the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show!
Live from the Jams 96.3
Pirate
studios.
ship.
And I feel like I have to say this every day just to tell you, we used to be in a cubicle, but because of reasons, we're in the studio.
And you can take the boys out of the cube, but you can't take the cube out of the boys!
Oh, wow, you're already hitting them up with
These bars.
Alright, so we got a lot to get to today. So Diplo threatens Zedd with a Pusha T level diss track, man. It
That's
is
a bold claim, my friend!
Barred up. Did Pete Davidson pay too much money for Ariana Grande's engagement ring?
Yes, because any amount of money for an engagement ring to Ariana Grande is too much money.
Save your
Bars!
extreme opinions for your mask, my guy.
I forgot my mask. I should go run and grab it.
I don't have my mask either.
You know what? We don't need masks today. Today, we go full nude face.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian is out here changing the world. And then, of course, we'll tell you why you gotta stay woke, and this revolves around Chrissy Teigen, John Legend.
Just like the entire internet revolves around Chrissy Teigen. We're gonna
Kill me.
explain. Dang, the takes are just flying today. It's like a.
flame broiled take episode.
I wanted to say machine gun of takes, but I know some people get all offended when you mention guns. So maybe like a super soaker of takes.
We're fully automatic of take.
Yeah.
Fully automatic of takes. Oh, okay. So let's get this going with
Excuse me.
Diplo threatening Zedd, right? So Zedd. It wasn't Zedd, but so this one DJ, I'm trying to get the story.
It was a guy who opened up for Diplo.
There
Did
we
you
go.
find the?
Yeah.
I don't even know if you can read this, because I was thinking about talking about this on the air, and I was like, I'd have to censor so much of this tweet.
Right, I got
like
it.
the entire. Oh, you just screenshot it.
Okay.
Oh, you bleeped it. Look
All
at
right,
you.
so by the way, the biggest PD in the game is Diplo. I fly out to Hong Kong to support your PA show and open for you, and all you give me is, oh, cool. And turn around and talk to another hoe, and no, we can say hoe because of yesterday, with your herpy D.
F off, you clown AB.
Skrill left your ass for a reason. Then Zedd, quote tweets and all that with the 100% true, and that's what set it all off. And then, this goes back a couple years, right? Because Diplo was dissing Zedd basically out of nowhere. Said his album was a steaming pile of poop emoji. Yeah.
So I feel like Diplo started this, and this other guy who opened for Diplo is just calling him out, and Zedd was like, yeah, you know what, this guy is a jerk.
Yeah. So then you get the response, right? So we'll start off with the low response first, right? So Diplo says to the guy that made the tweet originally, sorry, bro, when you asked for my autograph in Hong Kong, I honestly thought you were just a fan. I didn't know you had also played the show really early. My bad.
Dude, this is
Good
so...
luck
I didn't
with
see
everything.
that tweet. That is so
Hard,
condescending.
right?
No, I thought you were just a fan, because I don't give autographs to those.
Yeah.
What a...
So
what a
hard.
G.
So hard. And then he goes to Zedd, I'm going to give you 24 hours to delete his Twitter account, or I'm going full Pusha T on him.
Yeah, he even like dot tweeted the first guy so that everybody could see it, rather than just it being a straight reply, because if you put a period before the username, it shows up in people's timelines.
Just to show that he has no followers and stuff like, people don't follow you. That's just a major insult. Then it goes on, and he's like, the 24 hours. And by the way, the 24 hours is up, so maybe we should do some investigative journalism while the show's going on and see if
bars from Diplo.
Yeah.
First of all, you're doing that. Let me shout out what's up going on, Mr. Balu and Laurie. Thanks for checking in.
Okay, so I got one more thing,
I
right?
seriously doubt. Oh, you got another one?
Yep, one more tweet. And then my favorite tweet that he tweets out is referred to like the latest Marvel movie and Thanos. He's like, and that's Diplo and Zedd like, hugging or whatever. And it's like, Mr. Diplo, I don't feel so good. And that's like the throwback. Can I say where that's from now?
Yeah, it's been plenty long.
That's
Everybody
like
knows it by now.
The Spider-Man line when Spider-Man's to
I love how Spider-Man became like Scarlett O'Hara when you Mr. Diplo, I don't feel so good. when it's Zedd.
So Zedd's Twitter is still active. He has not deleted his Twitter. He actually tweeted about 12 hours ago saying officially finished mixing the new single. So I guess there's a new Zedd single coming out, which, Sarah, there's some breaking news for you inside the Cubicle Show. So don't say we never broke any news for you. And then let me go to the guy Diplo real quick, and we'll let you know.
The young boy who looks like a creepy old man.
And it's been 24 hours, but he has not Pusha T'd him yet. I'm waiting
surprise.
I'm waiting for
This guy talks the talk, but he can't walk the walk. I think this all kind of demonstrates his character. Everything plays into the little envelope of what's going on here. Let's take a look at their work. Let's go through the backlog of singles here. So Zedd gave us stuff like Clarity, The Middle, that's Zedd. Freaking Break Free from Ariana Grande. He did that song with Hayley Williams from Paramore, Stay the Night, that was super dope. He had that song with Alessia Cara, Stay. These are all Zedd songs. These are all songs he produced. What has Diplo done for the good of society?
He's gone all the way back to MIA. Like, Diplo's done a lot.
Can you name anything else off the top of your head? I
couldn't name any Zedd songs off the top of my head. So.
He did Where Are You Now with Justin Bieber, but that was also with Skrillex, which is what that guy was referencing when he said Skrill left you. They had that duo that they called Jack U, right? So Where Are You Now? But that was the selling point of that, honestly, was Justin Bieber, not Diplo, or Skrillex, really, for that matter. Diplo's got a song on the Deadpool 2 soundtrack that we're playing now, which I gotta admit is pretty good. But other than that, what's Diplo done? The MIA song Suck Balls.
No,
Sorry.
I like all MIA. He's done songs for Sia. He did Elastic Heart.
That song sucked.
I mean, have you not heard all the Zedd songs that you just named?
Zedd songs are good. Zedd songs are positive
suck.
Vibes, man.
No, they suck.
Get out of here, yo! No. Are we gonna have the next Twitter feud? Am I gonna have to push it to you? Except I can actually back it up, unlike this punk Diplo. Are you on Diplo's side here?
No,
is that what's going on? This better be Scott trolling right here.
No, I'm just saying that if you think Zedd is good, then you have to think freaking Diplo's good because they're both equally trash.
No,
like they both have done nothing.
Zedd's music,
and I like Diplo music.
Well, that's why you're wrong.
No, you're totally wrong, and you need to accept that you're wrong.
I will
just
never.
Like
I don't accept
all you
defeat.
out there that are hating on Kim Kardashian, saying that she can't change the world, you need to just accept that you are wrong. All right, she is out here. She is leading prison reform. Like it or not, she's leading it. Right? You can hate it all you want. Oh, what does she know about it? Same thing. What does Trump know about being freaking president? If you want to get through to Trump, you got to have the celebrities, and you just have the other people follow behind her. Not only is Kim out here doing good like that, but she's also doing good for the interwebs.
For the people!
Even though today, the net has officially been neutered because...
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Kim Kardashian's out here trying to save us all from the snipping by giving us an edit feature on Twitter. She's tweeting at Jack, the CEO, like, God dang it, give me a freaking edit button. And he's like, you know what, bae? We may just do that.
I guess they had a chat, and she said that he really heard her out. So it took about a week to get Alice Marie Johnson out of prison. She was serving 20 years of a life sentence, and Trump was like, you know what, because Kim Kardashian, we're going to commute that sentence. So let's see how long it takes us for Jack to be like, you know what, because of Kim Kardashian, have an edit button.
Instagram and Facebook have it. Yo, Twitter, you really do need to put an edit feature. That shouldn't even be, like, a question.
And while we're on the subject, Kim, could you get us a mute button for Instagram? Because Twitter and Facebook both have that. It's like everyone's got to be missing some essential feature, right? Why can't I follow someone but also not see their trash posts? If you unfollow someone, it offends them. You know, like I follow people because I'm giving them some clout tokens. I don't want to take those away. I don't want to make any enemies. I don't want to be the Diplo of Instagram.
Like, there's people that work at this not Jams, but the other radio stations in this building that I only follow because they work here, but I don't want to unfollow them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Like, have a weird thing in the office. You know what I mean? But you know, speaking of people that are always out here trying to do something for the people, T.I., right? He's always got something to say about every issue. Well, T.I. just had to pay up $75,000 in this lawsuit that was going on because he wasn't paying an employee that worked at one of his restaurants. So, Tip, you're telling me you're out here fighting for the people. I say fight for the people all day. Never stop doing that. But if you're going to fight for the people, freaking don't do what you're fighting for to the people that work for you. You're out here trying to make things equal, but then you got employees that you're not paying and stuff. You're just contradicting yourself, Tip.
TIP.
Harrison.
The P stands for poser. And today, we also learned that the TI stands for the ignorant. Now, I'm not trying to start
the ignorant person.
Any beef with TI necessarily, because I believe this is probably just something that fell through the cracks in the corporate structure. I'm pretty sure that TI is not overseeing the employee's paycheck, like the payroll of all of his restaurants. I don't know how many restaurants he owns. Maybe it's just this one. Maybe he owns chains, whatever. But I'm pretty sure he's not sitting there like looking at the books here. So something happened and something got screwed up along the way. And, now he's roped in with this. But it's fun to talk about.
Yeah. So, yeah, Tip, don't let this fall through the crack. And this, Mr. What is
I
it?
say Mr. Balu. I don't know how to say his name. He's never really clarified. But he has checked in on multiple occasions, and we always appreciate it.
Even though I don't understand what that one is about today.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not.
Are you saying F you to me? If so, clarify that you're doing it. Don't be afraid and, not direct it at something. Guys, F you? What's that about?
F you, hi, F. It looks like it may just be a typo, because there's a period, and there's no second period. I don't know, Mr. Balu, if you're still watching, we need some clarification on your previous message. Thank you, and have a blessed day.
Yeah. All right. Now let's get into this Ariana Grande nonsense going on out here.
She is the top story
world,
every day
right?
somehow. What is going on? We live in a world where Ariana Grande, the girl from Victorious.
What's that?
This is a Nickelodeon show where she got her big break.
Okay.
She played a girl named Kat on that show with Victoria Justice. She's now the biggest thing. And not really because of her work, just because of her relationships. Excuse me, I had a sausage, egg and cheese bagel and a sausage burrito, so I'm feeling a little burpy. You gotta forgive me. Am I taking the lead on this one?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Lori just dropped a comment.
Why don't you do the whole how the liking thing is thing? Oh, Lori says, guys have to go catch a meeting. You know what, Lori? You should actually just bring the show into your meeting and tell them that the meeting can't start until the show is over.
Right, and you just play it right in front of them, and then you fist bump.
You're like, yo, here we go, guys. I got something to bring to the meeting today.
What are we talking about, the liking? Oh, yeah, the deep diving. So, BuzzFeed, I was surprised. BuzzFeed's actually got a pretty solid journalism department, their legit, real journalism department. But when it comes to celebrity news and their dumb listicles, they're usually kind of bad. But this article was going deep into Ariana Grande's Twitter likes to basically more or less confirm the engagement. Now, neither Pete nor Ariana have actually said anything about being engaged. It's just rumors. And, they've told friends, they've told sources, and sources have talked to, Us Weekly and TMZ and stuff like this. But, so they went through and they were looking at tweets from fans that Ariana Grande had liked, which includes stuff like, honest to God, our girl's engaged. I will always love you more, and that's the indisputable truth, Mrs. Davidson. And I hope he knows he is marrying us as well. So when Ariana Grande goes through and likes all these tweets, it's like she's endorsing. It's like, yes, I agree. Yeah. This is happening. And also a funny line from this article that I liked was, listen, we don't have time for introductions. By the time I write one, Ariana and Pete might well be married, so we don't have a second to spare.
Hey, for real.
Barring them up on their timeline.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like the bad joke yesterday, they took a U-Haul to the second date for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, also, it goes on to say that Pete Davidson spent $100,000 on the engagement ring. Blah, 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 bling. Now, is that too much money? How much money do you spend on an engagement ring? If you, okay, so Pete Davidson, he's not, a standout person on Saturday Night Live. He's not a main character at all. He's not the lowest on the totem pole, but he's more closer to the lowest than he is the top.
He's doing fine.
Yeah, but
he's not a household name.
But is he making enough to do a $100,000 engagement ring fine? Because what is the saying? A third of your salary or something like that?
Oh my God, no! Oh, I almost said thank God it's not that, as though I was getting engaged soon. I'm not.
Is it something like that?
It's,
what is it?
The standard that I've always heard repeated is 3 months salary.
3 months salary.
Which I've had people tell me is...
So a fourth
most
of
people
your
say
salary.
that's too much. That was started back in the day by the diamond companies that just kind of started spread because they wanted to spend more money on diamonds. But I'm going to say that Pete Davidson does not have the kind of money where he can just plunk down $100,000 for a ring like cash.
Yeah.
There's got to be a payment plan on this deal. We're not talking like
Total
Offset,
pollution.
like $500,000, engagement ring for Cardi B.
It's Pete freaking Davidson. Like,
right.
He's not in like hardly any movies. He only's got like appearances in movies like a split second. Like,
I think his
he's
trajectory
nobody.
is going to rise.
Of course,
especially
nowadays.
because of this.
Yeah.
I think he's a funny guy. I was watching some of his stand-up.
I think he's very funny guy. But
he's not really there. He's not
Yeah.
at the $100,000 ring level.
Like, I just
But
like,
then
damn.
again, but here's the thing though, is when you got that stay woke moment, this just occurred to me. When you've got somebody like Ariana Grande, well, of course you're going to want to get that, like put a ring on that as soon as possible, because you put a ring on it, you get married to it, you get all that money in the divorce!
Yeah.
She's worth millions!
Right. Or did Ariana Grande buy her own wedding ring? Think about that. She knew that his broke bum
Butt. Broke bum butt. That sounds funny.
his broke bum butt couldn't afford a ring that would
Yeah, broke bum
go
butt.
to the level
Broke
that
bum
she
butt.
deserves, so she was like, let me buy it.
And they're just stunting. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Everything about this is preposterous, so why wouldn't it be that way?
And there's a conspiracy here, and I'm going to do a deep dive over the next few days and break out the conspiracy here. There's something about this relationship that is fishy to me. And I think just looking at the surface of it, to me, it looks like a way to, shoot Pete Davidson's career to the top and also make Ariana Grande look more like a regular person and to keep her
grounded, because she's had a lot of bad press
Yep.
over the last couple of years, even in spite of the Manchester thing she did a good
I
job
think this
with.
is all humanizing her.
Yeah, there you go.
So, and we'll get into that
I
more
like
as
that.
we go down the road. So,
Ooh.
and as we're keeping it woke here, Chrissy Teigen, man.
All right, check this out. Every so often, Chrissy Teigen tweets something good, like she tweeted that IHOB is like the guy who gets a face tattoo of a girl after the first date.
Oh, Pete Davidson.
Right, yeah, there you go.
Right.
But most of the time, she's just tweeting inane observations, and the media just takes it and runs with it for some reason. I don't get it. Like, it's kind of embarrassing, because she does, like I said, she does tweet some funny stuff, but that stuff never makes headlines. It's always the dumb stuff. Like the other night, Saturday night, she was watching The Little Mermaid, and she tweeted, "How does Ariel know what reprimand means, but not feet?" As though that's a hard question to answer. There's a very simple, straightforward answer to this question, if you think about it, for like half a second. I had to take my hat off because half a second's too fast to wear a hat. You think about something for half a second, then you're moving like the Flash, your hat's just gonna fly off. I'm freestyling here because I don't know why I took my hat off.
Bars. Give 'em
But,
give 'em the
okay,
bars.
this is why. Because to reprimand, think about what to reprimand means. It means to call somebody out for doing something bad, right?
Yeah.
As long as you're a sentient being, you can reprimand somebody. And obviously they have this society, the structure of mermaids and fish. They can reprimand each other. They can call each other out. What do they not have? Feet. What do they not need to know about? Feet. Or what they are. I don't see, there's no connection here.
Who's
right?
Ariel?
From The Little Mermaid. I said that already. She was watching Little Mermaid.
Is that the mermaid?
Yeah, Ariel.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know it.
Ariel. I think I was saying Ariel.
I don't know. I don't know if
You've never
she's
seen the movie?
No.
Because she's singing the song about, what do they call them? Oh, yeah, feet. Like, she doesn't know what feet are because she doesn't have feet.
Okay.
Nobody around her has feet.
See, this makes more sense. I didn't even know that was the mermaid, but why would a mermaid know what feet are?
Right. Well, that's the thing. She could know what a reprimand is. She's reprimanded by her father all the time, but her
bet
father
she
doesn't have
knows what
feet.
tail
She
is.
doesn't have feet. Now, Chrissy...
She knows what fins are.
Chrissy Teigen responded with a tweet. Somebody was like, well, they don't have feet. She was like, well, I don't have a peen, but I know what one of those is. Yeah, because people you do know have peens. Your husband put 2 babies in you. Actually, I think they did, like, in vitro. But still...
I'm sure they've
probably done things together, I'd assume, by this point. Now, if Ariel was going off talking about, like, a torn ACL, but what's a foot? That makes sense. Because why would you know what an ACL is if you don't have legs? But you can know what a reprimand is without knowing what a foot is. They're not connected. There's a logical disconnect here. It just breaks down. I don't even need my extreme opinion mask because everyone should be thinking this way. Critical thinking skills, Chrissy Teigen! Stay woke!
Okay, we're leaving it at that. That's it for today's episode of The Cubicle Show. You can catch us on the Jam's Facebook page Monday through Thursday at 10:30 Eastern Time.
Because that's the only time zone there matters!
One. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show! That's what I'm talking about, boy! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Not a rectangle show.
Not a triangle show.
Not a pyramid show. It's a Cubicle Show. Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Cubicle Show. We just got one. Boy!